welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
Oh, nice move.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Okay, break. Stephanie. 19, Tiger, 9, crack on 80.
Right back to Jeanty on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Back to throw. Middleton. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Okay, ready?
They'll run it with Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Clark.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Niners had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Off play action. Clark. He finds his man, complete. It's Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my heart.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Here's Andrews.
And he's going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That's complete to Pearsall.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Pearsall,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go, shot. 70, Timber Wolf.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and 3.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Middleton. Touchdown Raiders.
Brock Bowers.
29 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Down. Push the Eagles. 19. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Clark. A dump off this time for Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Let's go now. Go, check. Let's go.
Now Andrews. Yeah, he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got it. Ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
70.
Off the play fake. Clark. He finds his man. Complete. It's Aguilar. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go. 18. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Bronco 80. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Get it. Cowboy.
They'll go again with Genty.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Ready, set. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Operating from the gun, Middleton.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Left thing 19, Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Middleton. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jack Bech in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. Now he'll dive, and Andrews lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room. before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
26-yard line.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, Middleton.
That's to the left side where he's got Bowers.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And the Raiders first down.
The run straight ahead with Genty.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Operating from the gun, Middleton.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Ready,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cap 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Middleton. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Genty.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Dragon 60.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's caught.
inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Clark. That's how the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Lock, Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Clark. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
That's to Bond, Isaiah Bond. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Okay, break.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Let's go now.
First down, Las Vegas.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. We have played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Somebody gotta go it. Somebody gotta go it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, Jack.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Looking to throw. Clark. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready,
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Clark.
Along the sideline, finding Andrews for the completion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
60 Vikings, 6, go.
Operating from the gun, Middleton.
That is caught field, it's Besh. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Middleton. Touchdown! Jack Besh with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Ready?
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now Clark to throw. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun. Clark.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
And the
Panther 11.
49ers
Panther 11.
first down.
Looking to throw. Clark. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Here's second down.
Tag. Panther 60. Panther 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Operating from the gun. Clark. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
80. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
On the give, Gianti.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 1.
Let's go now. County Lions.
Try to take this home. They'll run. Fighting through. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. 115 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Middleton.
They'll try and set up the screen to Gianti.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Steady.
On the give, Gianti.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On 3rd down, Fry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of